Hi once again, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of AccuStats Video Productions, it's our pleasure to welcome you once again to the 2017 AccuStats Make It Happen One-Pocket Invitational. And we're also extremely proud to celebrate. This is the 10th in the Make It Happen series, and it is our 4th Make It Happen One-Pocket event. It's arguably the most popular Make It Happen discipline. So we're pleased to be able to bring that to you once again, as is our custom when we have a Make It Happen event. We always have it right here in the Aramith Simonis Arena at Sandcastle Billiards, right here in Edison, New Jersey, AccuStats home, and the home of the Make It Happen series as well. Now, we've brought back 4 of our veteran champions to perform for you. We've added 2 new players to that group. You know who they are by now, and we just saw one of them do a number on Mr. SVB, and that has certainly tightened things up quite a bit here going into this afternoon and the rest of tonight's sessions, leading into tomorrow's eventual champion being crowned at 9:30 tomorrow night. It's a round-robin format, as it always is in the Make It Happen series. This is raced to 4 games. The winner of each match receives $1,000. The equipment we're using is the only equipment we'll ever use here at the AccuStats Make It Happen events. It's a Diamond 9-footer with pro-cut pockets, Simonis 860, and Aramith balls. Thank you very much to those great organizations for their loyalty and support of AccuStats and the Make It Happen series. Before I introduce our players, I just want to once again say, on behalf of all of us here, the Sandcastle staff, the AccuStats team, and our 6 champions, how much each and every one of us appreciates each and every one of you, because once again, you've allowed me to come out here and say, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it happen. Okay, as I said, things have just tightened up quite a bit. Mr. Van Boning has just been dealt his first loss. So going into this match right now, we have 4 players that have only 1 loss. So there's all kinds of possibilities over the next day and a half. So let's get right underway and introduce the competitors for match number 10. Our first player is making his debut at the Make It Happen series, and I can assure you it won't be his last invitation here. We're thrilled to have him with us from Dayton, Ohio. He's a former, he is the reigning Derby City One-Pocket champion, and he is the youngest person ever to win a title at the Derby City Classic. He's sponsored by Molinari and Brett Summers Custom Cues. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Thorpedo. It's Billy Thorpe. His opponent, with a record right now of 1 win and 1 loss, from Angeles City in the Republic of the Philippines, a former 3-time World 8-Ball champion, and he is the 2-time reigning and defending Make It Happen One-Pocket champion. He is a member of both the Billiard Congress of America and the One-Pocket Hall of Fame. And if there were any more Hall of Fames out there, he'd be in those as well. Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Tip Tool by George, San Miguel Beer, and Puyat Sports, without a doubt, the most famous name in the game. Please welcome the magician, Efren Reyes. All right, guys, please go ahead and lag for the break. Our official photographer, as always, is Carl Kantrowitz. Our official timekeeper is Miss Julie Ha, and it's now my pleasure to send it to the booth to the voice of Accu-Stats for some 30-odd years, Mr. Billy Incardona, and his great partner, Hall of Famer, Danny DiLiberto. Go ahead, guys.
AccuStats Video Productions presents from the Aramith Simonis Arena in Edison, New Jersey, the 2017 Make It Happen One-Pocket Invitational. Along with Danny DiLiberto, I'm Bill Incardona, and we've reached just about the halfway point of the tournament, a little further than that. I think there have been a total of 9 matches that have been played, and things aren't really clearing up much more than they should, because there are 4 players with 1 loss. That means that 2 players will be in the finals, but since there's 4 players with only 1 loss, we really can't tell who's going to be in the finals. But I can tell you this: big match for Reyes. He's one of the 4 players with 1 loss, but he only has 1 win, so therefore he must win this match. Billy Thorpe, his opponent, has 3 losses, so he's mathematically eliminated from probably ending up in the finals. But that doesn't mean he's playing for nothing. He's playing for $1,000 every time he goes to the table. And by the way, Billy Thorpe played an excellent match. His last match, I believe, was against Pagan Lion. He probably should have won that match because he played really, really well in the match, and just missed winning it on a hill game.
Okay. Let me explain to the people. Efren made a ball on the break. He made it twice. And now we got a rule that when he makes the ball on the break, we rack him and break again. Doesn't count. He's done it twice in a row.
I don't know why that rule's in place, because there's difference of opinion on that particular rule. I myself feel that if you pocket a ball on the break, you should continue to shoot. But there's a lot of players that disagree with that. I'm not going to argue that point. It's really, not worth the argument. But finally, he broke the balls and didn't make a ball on the break. Take a look at the 7 quickly, Danny. Now the 7 looks like it's aiming right for Billy Thorpe's pocket. If it's on, Danny, can he make it from there?
I don't know where the 8, if it glances off the 4 first, he could. He's not looking, though. Oh, he's sold out. Look at this shot. That's the first bad shot, but that's the whole story, Billy. You got to look at the rest of the pile.
I look for Reyes to elevate, drawing the cue ball around the stack. Oh, he may be going straight back. He shoots this shot very, very well.
And he did it once more. Now you don't go to the combination. You go to the 14 or 1. 2 rails.
He doesn't want to get straight on the 1.
No, he's got just the right angle. It looks like he can get to the 14 now.
He's pretty straight, Danny.
No, he's got an angle. He's going to pound it. He's got an angle. Well, he's still got an angle, and he's shooting the 14, folks.
That's nicely struck.
Did it reach? No. He was going to play the combination next.
Now Billy Thorpe's going to take a look at the 7 bulbs, because it's right there in front of his nose. He can't help but look at it. Evidently, it's not on. He's kicking toward the 14.
Good hit. He didn't scratch, but he didn't make the ball. But anyway, I don't know. I think the 7 is on. Efren, who plays almost equal left-handed versus right-handed, is going to shoot this left-handed. Of course, the shot is easy. Now he's going to have to go to the combination. I don't think he wants to hit the pile. I think he wants to hit the pile.
I like what he's doing here. Instead of coming off the 2, coming off the 7, and he used the 11 ball, and used either the 11 ball or even the 2 ball for blockers to protect the balls on his side. Reyes leads in this game 4-0. And he has the better ball position.
Thorpe is looking for his first win.
He may just do something simple like shoot the 11 into the 8 and freeze the cue ball to the 6. If he hits it with some speed, the 8 may have a chance to go in 3 cushions. He really wasn't happy with the results of that shot. He really wanted to put Thorpe on the stick solidly.
So he couldn't fan it.
But it's really not a costly slight error. So Reyes really didn't lose hardly any ground with it. Thorpe can't afford to allow Reyes to bank the 8 here.
He 8 banks. He let him see it.
See, what you couldn't do from that position was give Reyes a shot on the 8, and I think that's what he's done.
But I don't think he even examined the situation. He probably wasn't aware of this. Well, did he make the 9? No.
He has to defend against a couple balls here, Thorpe that is. Not only does he have to defend against the 9, he must defend against the bank on the 8 as well. So therefore, maybe drawing it a little bit, sending the 9 ball 2 cushions into the 11, and maybe drawing it back a little might be the best way to play this shot.
Yeah, he can't stay right there because he will leave a bank on the 8.
Yeah. And if he hits the 9 solidly, then the 9 may go into the 8 and leave a return shot as well. Now, he may have left a bank here. Well, he was fortunate not to have done that. Reyes may have a 3-railer on the 7 ball. And then go around table with the cue ball. Pretty,
Well, the pile's in the way if he does that, but it's a cue ball he would have to guard. Knock a ball on your side.
Notice when Reyes knocked that 11 on his side, he was very aware of not positioning the 11 to where it would tie up with the 7. So that particular mindset for these players is really something that is not often brought up, because he wants to make sure when he repositions balls, they end up in an area where he can pocket them later on in the rack if given an opportunity.
Well, let's see what he does. He could bank the 8 off the pile. 1 rail, I think.
And then freeze him on the 9, or else he could go 2 cushions into the stack.
Yeah. Well, he's doing it with the 9, it looks like. No, he isn't. Just cautious shot. Knock the 1 down your side, way upstream, but it's on your side.
This is a pretty touchy shot here. He's got to really be careful with this shot, because he may leave Reyes some sort of a return bank to his pocket. He really can't afford to do that because of the way the balls are laying. If at all possible, he would like to get underneath the 9, but doing that is a task in itself. Let's see how well this works out. He would like to get behind the 9.
He did that.
He did not get behind the 9. He may have left a bank on the 12 ball here. I don't know if it'll go. Reyes is opting to stay away from that. Probably wise in doing that. He wants to position the, well, you know, I think he wants to position the cue ball just on the side rail. That wouldn't be a bad spot for it. Now he's taking a look at the 2 ball, what he can do with that. I don't think he can do much with that. Now he's looking at the stack. The reason he's doing that, because now he can decide whether or not he wants to go up table with the cue ball. If there's anything dead in the stack, obviously he can't go up table with the cue ball. So therefore he did very wisely. Now this is what I was thinking. You just softly go to the side rail. He don't like that, because he can just knock the 9 away. I don't think he has anything that's really appealing. So therefore he must choose the shot that's probably the best of all the shots that aren't good. Now, I thought cue ball placement was just perfect. If you notice, it's almost resting on the rail. He should cross the 7 to his side. That way he don't have to run the risk of Reyes banking the 2 ball.
Yeah, and the cue ball will go behind the 8 and 9 if he does that.
Yeah, so he's got a pretty good shot to put the cue ball behind the 9, like Danny said. Oh, he went the other way.
Do it.
No, I didn't like that shot because now Reyes has options here.
Oh, that wasn't aggressive enough.
Now Reyes can actually bank the 12 into the 8-9 here and spin the cue ball 2 cushions up table. This is going to be a strong shot because he has a chance to even pocket a ball here. Oh, almost.
Yep.
You obviously saw what I was talking about. He had an excellent chance to create some positive action with that shot. So Thorpe really made a mistake because he had a pretty good shot by crossing the 7, putting the 7 on his side and dropping under the 9 like Danny mentioned.
Yeah, he's not thinking too straight right now. He hasn't won a match yet.
I don't think it's a fact that he's not thinking straight. I think he's still in the learning process, only 20 years of age.
Yeah, as soon as
Oh,
he
no, what a hit. What a hit. Now, that's something that he does probably as good as anyone in the world. He strikes balls so well.
As soon as he gets a little more experience, then we could say he's not thinking straight.
Yeah. 2 real kick here. Not be up to go 2 cushions. Now, isn't that beautiful? That's the type of shot that he really excels in. His speed of the cue ball is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just once again, great touch. He wants to bank this 2 right back, but I don't think he can control the cue ball. I like banking the 2 toward the 4. Now, the 4 is positioned near the foot spot. If he banks the 2 toward the 4, it could kiss off the 4. And he'll also, at the same time, control the cue ball to that side of the table, not giving up a shot on the 7. So this shot, you don't shoot for the pocket. You shoot for the center of the table and try to carry him off the 4 ball. He's opting to play real timidly here. That's very conservative. Reyes would like to come off the 12 ball here. And he could possibly one rail the 2 and drop underneath the 12, but that's too risky and too dangerous because there's too many balls he has to defend against. He would like to move this ball and maybe end up in the stack with the cue ball or shoot the 7, which I highly doubt he will. So therefore, he's almost forced. He can either kick it 2 cushions or follow the cue ball into the stack.
Oh, he hit the point. It was going to go the right direction. That changed it.
Thorpe is taking a look at the possible 13-7 combination that Reyes may have. He's going to go up table and take a look at that combination from another angle to see if he leaves the cue ball over there, what will Reyes do? See, this 2-railer isn't really laying natural. He's got to cut it with inside English. So it's a difficult hit, and controlling the cue ball could be quite difficult as well. So he mishit that ball badly.
Yeah, he's going to go to his wallet now.
Reyes is going to take a look at the combination and also the 3 ball to find out if either one of those 2 balls are laying good enough for him to play shape on for his next shot.
I don't think he's got a good position shot here. He can make the 8, but I don't know about position. Now I do. Now he doesn't have anything less than 7 is good, but it's over kissing, I believe.
Well, he'll probably cut the 2 ball then. I think he may go 3 cushions for position on something here, or else just kill it to 1 cushion. Oh, he's killing it one cushion.
Killed it very well.
Yeah, he makes things look so easy.
You know, he can hit a ball that thin and it'll keep going. That's amazing.
I think he's playing for one here.
Yes, he needs one, and he fell on to 5.
He's not going to look at the 3, I think. I don't know if the 3's pocketable. But I think that's what he was looking at. It looks like he has a chance.
He's got the 5, Billy.
He does have the 5, and he has the game. So after the first game of the match goes to Reyes. Yeah, Billy made a couple errors in that game that surprised me because he banked so well, and that 2-cushion bank on the 12 ball, I thought he would have hit much better than what he did. So when he errs off of a bank shot, that sort of like surprises me because that's his best game. Yeah, he's got to pick up his speed quite a bit. He expects to win this match. There's going to be some great matches coming up in the next day and a half. Bustamonte's going to be playing a red-hot Josh Roberts at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a really good match. Both of those players are playing really well, particularly Roberts. Roberts played Efren Reyes and defeated him 4-1. And then he went in his next match. He played Shane Van Boning and defeated him 4-0. So Roberts is really on fire. But Bustamonte says he may have something to do about him not winning that match.
Great break. Didn't make the 8, but he put it near the pocket. It's a dangerous ball.
Yeah, he put it near the pocket. It's going to be bothering Reyes as long as it stays there. Sometimes, I understand it's not often, sometimes when a ball is that close to the pocket, you're better off just pocketing it and getting it out of your hair. Because as long as that ball stays in that position, Reyes is going to have to defend against it, which is going to really limit him on his shot selection. So therefore, sometimes it's just worth giving up the ball just to get it out of your hair, because that one ball could cost you a lot more than one ball if you leave it there.
Well, he's got a few aggressive things to do. I mean, he can shoot the 8 and spin it in, or he can shoot the 7 into it. And it looks like the cue ball will go on to the, is that the 14?
Yeah, but, he can also pocket the 10 in the side and just lay on that rail over there. I think that's a pretty good shot, because what's Reyes going to do if he does that? And see, now Reyes is going to have his hands full to defend against the 8, something that he could have probably remedied in his last attempt at the table, when he could have went rail first and pocketed the 8, and the cue ball would have just floated up the side rail. But now he's looking at the table. He's looking at a real intimidating position. So he's got some problems and not very many options.
I think the combination one rail is going to hit the 8. So if he can control the cue ball, that wouldn't be a bad shot. See it?
Danny's talking about the 6 ball that's frozen to the 12. Then he's saying that Reyes could possibly hit the 12, and the 6 ball will move the 8. But what's Reyes going to do with the cue ball?
That's what I said. He'd have to figure a way to control the cue ball.
And I think he's looking at it exactly the same way you did, Danny. So he's going to go up table, up at the, well, he's not going to just softly roll it. Now, look at this situation, Danny. What if Billy Thorpe just touches the cue ball and puts it parallel to the 12 on the rail?
Good shot.
Now what's Reyes going to do from there?
Not much.
You know what I mean? Now Reyes will look at the 12 ball being straight in, and what's he going to do with the cue ball? I mean, from that position, I think Reyes would have had more of a problem dealing with this position than the position he was left in now. Now, for you people out there at home, and also the people here in attendance watching it live, do you see the importance of pocketing that 8 right after the break? That was a big, big decision that Reyes had, that he may have made the wrong decision. So far, it looks like he made the wrong decision because he's very restricted and limited with the options.
Yeah, he's thinking of that 8 every time it's his inning. Thorpe can shoot this ball.
Yeah, he's going to shoot this 3 cushions. Well, he's not. He's going to try something different. I thought he was going to go 3 cushions, which he definitely has that type of a shot. See, now Reyes can bank this 12 ball 1 cushion toward the 14. I think he's going to end up doing that, setting the cue ball down table to the upper left-hand corner. He's going to go down there and take a look at it now. See, he don't like it for some reason, maybe because it's a 2-7 combination. But that was a possibility if you feel good about leaving the 2-7 combination, which he obviously didn't, because the shot that he had banking the 13 was laying pretty good, and he could have done exactly what I described, but he didn't like it because it's a 2-7 possible combination.
Well, so far he's defending pretty well.
He's got to be careful here because all banking lanes are open for Reyes now. So therefore, depending on where the cue ball is positioned will determine what type of return shot Reyes has. That's a pretty nice shot.
Very creative.
You know, he could have gotten better results with it. Reyes can softly kick under the 8 here. But had he gotten better results with that shot, it may have been a possible game-winning shot. Reyes is not out of the trap, obviously. I think he's got a kick here. Oh, he's looking. Oh, yeah. He's looking to move balls and go around the table.
Yeah, kicking at the 8, he might leave the 7 at bank.
Creative shot here.
And he made it. He played that, folks. And he controlled the cue ball also.
But in the meantime, that pesky little 8 ball is still there. You know, it looks like he can knock it away. Well, no, he can't, because knocking the 8 away, he's going to have a major problem controlling the cue ball. So therefore, as obvious as it looks to some, just knock the 8 away. It's not that simple.
Pretty good hit. Well, he'd be only shooting at 1 ball, but he could kick the 8 in.
No, I don't think he has. He can't even hit the rail to kick it in. There, 13,
He can't
12.
hit the side rail?
No.
No, probably not.
Yeah, the shot that Reyes made when he was at the table last time was very creative. I see him shoot that shot quite often. Maybe we'll go back to that shot to take one more look at it on our monitor. You people at home can take a look at it. Unfortunately, you people around the arena, you can't see it again. This is it here. Like Danny said, he actually played that shot, and he played the cue ball exactly where it went as well. Back to the match. It's tough to leave him up table here.
Well, meanwhile, let me thank some of our supporters after his inning. We got Art Krasnow from Connecticut, Ken Lee from Florida, and he's here. I hope he's enjoying the festivity. Bill Marshall from Texas, Stu Matana from New York, and he's here. Good friend of ours. He comes to all of them. Thomas McCain from Alabama. Thank you, guys.
I don't know what he can do with the 10 ball. This shot here, I would be content leaving the 8 where it is. He might not be able to clear the 11 here. Well, he was able to do that narrowly, but he was able to do it. See, now the 8 ball actually is in a worse position for Thorpe where it is now than where it was.
Efren's going to kick lightly at it. That's real light. Good hit.
Now it's time to kick the 11. You want to kick the 11 softly and cut it to the bottom rail so the cue ball goes into the stack. And this shot shouldn't be hit hard because you want to reposition the 11, and most importantly, you want to put the cue ball in the stack.
Good shot. He figures to have him froze on the pile.
You know, he wanted to cut the 11 more. Had he cut the 11 more, then Reyes wouldn't have been able to do anything. He would have had a real big problem with a ball on both rails near the pocket.
Well, Efren can't do anything real aggressive. He could kick at the 8 again, but then he might leave a bank on the 12. Efren's in a bad spot here.
I think if Thorpe has a bank on the 6, no, I don't, from the monitor it doesn't look like he does because he has a bad angle. But he had a decent angle on this bank, I would go for it because the 8 balls is in a big ball position, meaning that he could make that bank combination pretty high percentage of the time.
Good control there.
Yeah, that was good. Now Reyes has 2 rails kicked, maybe into the 12 would be the better ball to hit. By 2-railing it into the 8, he may leave the bank on the 12, like Danny said earlier. But if he 2-rails the cue ball and hits the 12, he'll do a much better job at defending this position. He wanted to hit the 12. See, he wanted to hit the 12. That's why the cue ball ended up where it did. He left the 8.
Oh, he left everything. Yeah.
See, that's the problem with going toward the 12. Because if you miss it narrowly like he did, then you end up selling out.
Which he did.
I think you got to try to open up the balls a little here. And I think that's one of the strengths of this guy's game. You know, he's not really a true technician like a Reyes or Bustamante or a Reyes or Pagulayan. So he's got to shoot with a little more power. He's opting to not do that. And he's really limiting his ball production here because of that. Unless the 14-3 is dead, that combination. Now, you can look at the 14-3. And the angle off the 6 to drop on the 14-3 because he has to have something like that in mind for him to have opted to run the balls in this fashion.
He went to the 6.
You know, the 6 will lead him to the 14-3 if, in fact, that is a viable combination. And it appears to be. So that's what I'm thinking he had in mind and why he didn't go into the stack, because he had some goodies in store for Reyes later on in this rack, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it must be on. That's where he went.
Yeah. Now, He should end up with a shot on the 5 next here, Danny, right?
I don't know. Well, I don't think the 9's going to hit the 5 hard enough.
Oh, he was straight in.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the ball count. There's 9 balls left on the table. And Reyes has 1, so he must have 5. It's 4-1. This will give him 5 balls. Another little click there wouldn't be bad. Does he have a cross corner on the 10?
Yes, he does.
He has 5 balls. Reyes has 1. And it looks like he has a funny angle on this cross corner. So he's going to have to defend against giving up a shot on that 15 ball. And he certainly doesn't want to do that because that's a winning shot for Reyes because he'll open up the balls with that shot if he's left it. So instead of opting to go for the bank, he's going to play a little conservative. I don't blame him. He's got 5 balls. Reyes only has 1. He did his job. The balls, I believe, favor Reyes. There's a possible click-off carom shot on the 2 ball off the 5, Danny. It looks pretty close for Thorpe's pocket. I don't know if it's on,
It's over-kissing,
but if
Billy.
it's not on, I don't think it's over-kissing because I got a pretty good angle on it. I don't think it's over-kissing. So Reyes is going to break it up anyway, so he doesn't like it. If he goes up table, that possible carom off the 5 with that 2 ball is pretty scary to me, and it's probably scary to Reyes. That's why he's breaking it up now. He wants to go back into the stack here.
Well, he changed it.
Yeah, it's no longer a possibility now. Now it's a non-factor. Reyes obviously didn't like the way it was laying and changed it.
Well, he left the bank.
Yeah, but it's the type of a bank that is really very difficult to shoot because there's too many things that can go wrong with that bank. So I think he's better off unless he banks it into the stack and goes up table and not banking it for his pocket. I think a lot of things can go wrong
He's
here.
sold out.
A lot of things can go wrong. He better make it.
Yeah, he
He
sold
better
out to
make
2.
it because he was going to lose the game had he not made that bank.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if that was a miscalculation on his part or just pure skill. Something happened there that I thought shouldn't have happened, but he made the ball, and that wasn't one of the things that I didn't think could happen.
It was a sellout with a tough shot. That's what it was. You don't do that.
And that's not going to get it. He's going to end up on top of the 10, and he's really not happy about that. 5-3 now in favor of Thorpe. Reyes really threw this game up in the air when he banked that 4. Fortunately, he was able to hit it well.
He's got to just fan the 10. I don't think he has anything else.
Well, he got a 2-railer on the 13.
Oh, that's the points in the way, Bill.
He may end up shooting that 2-railer on the 13. Good object ball speed is pretty important. He doesn't want to leave a cross corner return bank here.
He hit it pretty good speed. He left the bank on it.
He left a bank. It's not a bank that's easy to hit. But like I said many times in the past, this fella here, you can't leave this guy any kind of a bank because this is where he really excels.
Well, a little weak. A little off.
And not a bad result though. Even though he didn't pocket the 12 ball, the result isn't that bad because I don't really know. I can't really tell how much of that 12 ball Reyes can hit straight on. And kicking it is not going to be that easy either. So this is a very touchy shot, and it's going to take a real good touch and hit.
He's got to kick it lightly, Billy.
He's going 2 cushions here. Now he failed to get a rail, and he also sold out a bank.
Right.
So even though Thorpe didn't pocket the bank, he put it in a pretty tough position for Reyes, which was evidenced there in the result of the shot.
For you people who think he hit a rail, you got to hit a rail after you hit the object ball, not before it. Left the bank. Which he made.
And he's got himself a shot on the 3.
Yeah.
That'll give him 6 balls. He's playing for 2. I'm thinking that he's just going to bump the 2 down for a bank. I think he can make this. I'm pretty sure he can.
Well, he's looking like he can't.
He's the guy at the table, and he's the guy that makes all the decisions. And by his body language, that's telling us that he doesn't like it. And he's really unsure of it. I wouldn't be surprised if he took one more look at it. He'll probably walk around, maybe take one more last look at it, but maybe not. Okay, he's got a 6-2 advantage. He could have opted to bank that into the stack and went up table with the cue ball or cross table like he did there. I'm really not disappointed in what he did. I thought that that shot had a lot of merit to it because of the ball count. He played the score obviously with that decision, which was a good one, I think. Now he may have 3 rail of the 9. That's a pretty risky shot. He's got a better shot on the 3 now, in terms of pocketing it. He's got room to pocket it, but the degree of difficulty from this distance is more than it was the last time he was at the table. But the last time he was at the table, he didn't have a clear view of it.
Yeah, he'd have to stroke this in. Don't roll it. Just like that.
He's not going to end up with a shot.
No, he didn't.
But the fact that he just shot that shot, it shows me that he's still confident in his striking ability.
Yeah, he's on the hill now, this first game.
I like shooting the 4 into the 1, sending the 4 up to the right corner pocket and the 1 to the left corner pocket, and following the cue ball down by the corner. From there, he takes 2 balls out of play, and he doesn't leave Reyes anything to shoot at. Plus, Reyes may have a problem defending a position. Now, he left Reyes a bank, I believe. No, I don't know if he left him a bank or not on the 9. Looks like it's pretty awkward.
On the 1?
If he left him a bank on the 1, that's a much better shot. See, but with his other shot,
Billy. He made it.
By shooting the 4 into the 9 when he was at the table, he leaves nothing.
Yeah.
And since he has this big lead of 7-1, that's what he should have been thinking. He would have taken 2 balls out of play and not left a shot.
Well, he let Efren into the game here.
Well, this is the area where Reyes really falters a little bit with his ball striking ability at the age of 62. So therefore, this particular shot coming up requires a real accurate hit in an awkward position. So therefore, this is a very difficult shot, particularly for a guy 62. Beautifully executed shot, and you really have to commend him for to stay down over that ball on that type of a shot. That was a really nicely executed shot.
I'll do better than that. I can't hear someone 62 being old.
Now, I kind of like him playing shape for the 2-ball bank, which will win the game for him.
Well, don't miss this. Don't miss that.
I don't understand.
Well, you just said he's 62 and his pocketing ability is not real well, and that he proved it.
Yeah, I guess he had the angle to get for the 5, but he just struck it poorly. Game number 2 looks like it's going to go to Thorpe, which it does. This match is tied up at 1 game apiece.
Okay, Bob Moats from Ohio, thank you for your support. Jim Mulhall from Florida, thank you. Victor Now from New York, and he's here enjoying everything. Raymond Ortiz from Nevada, Mark Osborne from Wisconsin. Thank you, guys.
Now that looks like a pretty strong break.
You know, being he didn't make it,
Yeah, unless he can kick that 15 in, which is fairly difficult. He's going to dig it out of there.
yeah. Good digging.
He said, "Oh, that would have been you, pal. That would have been you." And he's right. And that could have been him. Reyes says, "If that would have been me, you ain't got no cherry because I've been had before, but not often."
Could he bank the 9 and hit the 1 without selling out?
Why? Well, how that wouldn't be the. You know what he could do? He could bank the 9 into the balls and go up table with the cue ball and challenge Reyes with that long shot on the 13.
Or double him up. He did that.
I'll tell you what, that was a really well thought out and executed shot.
People liked it.
Yeah, he got a lot of good results. You know, with that particular little shot.
He's going to wind up behind the 9 any second.
He's got to be thinking about protecting the 9 ball here, but it's not easy to do that. I think he should be thinking about coming off that 14 and getting behind that 3. He's going to 2-rail the 1. No, he's protecting the 9 in that fashion, which was pretty good, but he's moved 2 balls away off of his side of the table. And I mean, Reyes can come off the 11 if he doesn't leave him any return bank on the 10 or something. He should go over and take a look at it. Maybe even bank the 11 into the stack might be the better idea.
I think that's a good shot.
And banking the 11 into the stack and drawing that cue ball up table.
He did it.
But he didn't do it well enough.
No, he didn't.
He wanted to cut the 11 more. That would have given him a much more action.
He let him see the 11.
Yeah, well, with the cue ball so close to the cushion really limits Thorpe on what he can do in terms of controlling the cue ball. So whatever he does, he's probably going to have to do it conservatively.
Tough to control the cue ball when you're on the cushion.
You know, he can follow through the 11 and end up behind the 3, but that takes a perfect hit. Let's see how well he does with this shot. Oh, he went for the kick, which was a pretty good idea, too.
Yeah, he didn't get a good result, though, Billy. He even let him hit the 9.
I think Reyes should take a look at banking that, too. But moving that 9 is really huge if you can get away with it.
I think he could. I mean, it cuts. No kiss.
He can also 2-rail the 2. One rail to two or two rail to two. I think that's an option.
That might be what he's doing. Definitely.
That's what he did.
He hit it
He
good.
two-railed to two. He doesn't pass up much. He doesn't miss much, and he doesn't miss often.
Well, what you're saying is anything you see, he'll see too.
Yeah, well, mostly, and he'll see more things than I see. There's no question
Oh.
about that. You know.
Well, he can fall on the balls here if he makes this. He didn't make it.
Oh, he left it in a bad position, too. He's really unhappy about the results of that shot. You know, he did have a 15-7 combination. It looks like it's pretty close from where he ended up. But meantime, he's got to keep his fingers crossed here because Billy Thorpe is certainly going to come close to pocketing this 9. You can bet on that.
Or the 6.
Or the 6. And this is kind of funny, too, because the 6 is positioned very deep into the pocket. So when he shoots the 9 into the 6, funny things are going to happen here.
No, I think he can kick at the 9 and billiard the 6 in. That's what I think. But he did what you said. I liked kicking the 9 and billiarding the 6, but apparently he didn't.
Well, that's probably the best shot, providing that the angle suggests it's available. I don't know if that was available there, unless if it was like a haphazard type of a shot, because he didn't want to follow the 9 in with the kick. He's going to drop behind the 3 here. This takes a good hit. You know, he's coming. Yeah, he's came up short a couple times with that particular type of shot. You know, so therefore he has to have a little more confidence in that type of a hit, because that's all that is. If you're not real confident in a hit, you know, it's going to bother you enough and distract you enough not to hit it where it should be hit, and hit it with the speed that it should be hit with. That's usually what happens when you falter on a particular type of a shot over and over. You got to develop a good feel for the shot. This is a very difficult hit because it's close to a kiss if hit well. If this is hit well, he'll just miss the kiss. So you got the kiss.
He did.
Yeah, that's the type of a shot that if it's hit well, you'll just miss the kiss. And if it's not hit well, you're going to get the kiss probably every time. Now, once again, he's got the same shot. He wants to drop underneath the 3. Let's see what he learned off of his last attempt at the table. So this time he hit it with a little more speed.
Still short.
Yeah, but he still came up short.
Efren's got a 2-railer on the 15. I don't know if he can control the cue ball, but if he can, he'll have shots.
Yeah, he's got a 2-railer. But he doesn't like the angle for some reason. You know, he wants to go back down table, taking away that shot that Thorpe shot twice now. He doesn't like it shooting from behind the 3. So he put the cue ball in an area on the table where Thorpe can't put him behind the 3.
And he knew that the ball was going on the spot when he made that, so he considered all that.
Now, he may have a shot to go around the table with the cue ball here. He's going to hit this with a lot of speed. There's no reason to elevate here. You want to go level off and go around the table. See, I like going around the table. Now, if he got positive action with the shot, the cue ball ends up behind the 3 again.
Well, we're going to see a high karate shot here.
Sometimes with that high karate, you end up scratching.
Yeah, it'll continue on.
You know, so I don't know if he wants to run that risk.
I like it, though. Take a chance.
Yeah, he may not hit it very hard. Like this.
He made a good shot there.
Getting back to the last time Thorpe was at the table, he had that option to go around table or up table. That's the problem with going up table. You leave more of more return shots. Now he wants to draw the cue ball into the 3 here, try to bank the 9. Or even behind the 3. Nope. He left Reyes a shot on the 3 here. I don't know.
Yeah, he can snip it in.
See, he understroked that ball. If you're going to shoot that shot, you have to commit yourself to the shot, realizing that, hey, listen, I got to do something with that 3, but also I want a chance to pocket the bank. So you pocket the bank, but you don't let up on your stroke. You follow through with your stroke and commit yourself to the shot.
Well, he's got the 14. Tough stroke because he's near the cushion.
Yeah, but it's a pretty free shot unless he scratches off the 4.
It's not free with the 9 sitting there.
Yeah, it's pretty free. He's going to unless he scratches.
That wasn't free, Billy. He left shots. Yep, Reyes is going to tie the match up here.
Well, he's got 4 balls. He's playing for 4. If he plays shape for the 1, he has to end up with a good angle to drop for the balls. So he wants to get up further. Now he's got the angle.
Yes, he does.
He may even have too much of an angle, but that was the side of the 1 that he wanted to end up on.
Good touch. Good touch. I think he has the 10.
He's playing for 2 now. He can't be content with just getting this 1 and, carelessly play shape on his out ball because all the balls are still in play. So you must give it a full effort to get out from here. Obviously, it was a lot more simple than it looked to me.
And the 4 goes.
If the 4 goes, this game's over. Which it is. Game number 3 goes to Reyes, who now takes a 2-1 advantage in the match.
Okay, Don Pappas from Florida. Thank you. Thank Kyle Perry from Texas. Jerry Poole from Alabama. Jim Richards from Connecticut. Rusty Robbins from Virginia, and he's here. I hope he's loving it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, we're back. Billy Thorpe's at the table. This is game number 4. He trails in the match 2-1 against Reyes. It's a good break. He's protected the both the 8 and the 3. And the 3's in front of the pocket. And it's a ball that definitely needs to be done, done to. He's got to move that 3 in some fashion, or he's got to do something to protect.
I'm going to call my 4-railer now. I know Efren knows it, but he's not looking at it. He's got the 4-railer, I'm sure. He's a 3-cushion player. He can hit it pretty well.
You've been calling this shot for a day and a half, Danny, and they haven't shot it yet.
4.5 years. No one shot it yet. He sold out. He's going to snip at the 8, hit the pile. He's close enough to hit the paint on this ball.
Yeah, but he's not going to try to pocket this, and this is too difficult of a shot. He's going to be content on repositioning the 8 in a little better spot, but more importantly, the cue ball.
He's shooting it, Billy.
No.
Yes, he is. No, he isn't. You were right again, Billy.
See, the problem with the way he shot it was the 8 ball came off the rail too far. Now Reyes can kick it out. Had he shot it where he left the 8 near the rail, then Reyes wouldn't have had the ability to move it. See, that's a little bit of a percentage move that people should try to remember. If the 8 comes off the rail too far, then bad things can happen to you. See, he moved it easily that way. But if the 8 would have stayed near the cushion, he couldn't have done that.
Well, I think he's going to fan the ball and put him on the pile and let him go with the 3.
Let's get a side view of that 14 in relation to the 13. See if we can get an angle on the side to take a look at that 14-13 configuration there. That's it. He's looking, he can't hit enough of the 14 to play the carom off the 13 with the 14 and control the cue ball. That would have been a viable option, but he doesn't have room to control the balls off of, so therefore he has to look elsewhere. I think he's got to do something simple here. So he tried to do it because he can't control. He was lucky he didn't give up a return back, so he couldn't control the cue ball nor the 14 ball because of the angle in the in his ability to hit the right side of the 14. He really didn't have a good shot to do what he wanted to do.
He banking it off the 6?
He wants to go into the stack with the cue ball.
Oh, he did too. Pretty good.
Yeah, he had to be timid there, but if Reyes can see the 8, I don't believe he can, but if he could have just put him back on the 9 there, knocked the 8 and 11 both on his side, but I don't think he can do that.
Could he see the 12?
And he could double bank the 14 too, Danny. You know, but of course he may leave a shot on the 12. So there was nothing that appealing for Reyes. That's why he opted to do something really conservative. He would like to put him in the stack here off the 3 and run the risk of giving him a thin cut on the 14. Let's see what he does. So he's not even trying to put him in the stack. Now he's giving him that shot on the 8 I was referring to last time. See, he shouldn't be leaving Reyes here because he's going to end up going to the table with even in a worse position.
He's got to sweat it.
He left him a 2 railer. See, he hasn't been aware of those types of leaves that are available, you know. I think that's where he needs to pick up a little bit on what can happen if I do this and what can happen if I do that.
That's why you were talking about experience.
Yeah, he's a little short on the experience end, but you know.
Experience is something you get right after you needed it.
That's good. That's great.
You'll steal
And
it.
that can only come from a guy with experience. Oh, this is difficult. Very difficult. He's going to kick softly into the stack. That's the only thing he could be doing here. That's the only thing. See, what he did there is that both the 11 and the 1 were both positioned nicely, not nicely for Thorpe. So he put Thorpe in a tough position and actually moved that 1 ball to where it's out of position for Thorpe. So therefore, he was productive with the shot. And that's what you have to be. You have to find some way to be productive with the shots that you shoot, and you have to understand how you can be productive, and that was one of the ways in that situation where he could have been productive. He wants to tie those 2 balls up, too. He wasn't able to do that because he got the double kiss off the 12. Now that 2-9 looks like it's lined up pretty close, but it's off. It's not on. So he's got to be careful not to leave the 11 ball bank here. Well, he's frozen the cue ball to the 9, so Reyes isn't going to bank the 11 because he won't be able to protect the 14 ball. Now he's opting to tie up balls and leave them on the cushion. And now he's tied up those balls over there a little bit. He let them on the cushion. He got a couple good things done with that little shot. He did leave him across corner, but it's certainly a risky shot. Reyes knew he was going to leave him this shot, but he left it to him. And like I said, this guy here, you really can't leave any type of a bank because that's where he excels. Reyes knew that, but he opted to do what he did in spite of it.
He knew that, but he was hoping.
Yeah, and his fingers crossed. But Reyes felt that the gamble Thorpe had warranted him doing what he did, so therefore he didn't mind it. He's going into the balls here.
Going into his wallet. That's what he's doing.
I think Reyes got to go rail first with the 14. And that'll give him a good shot to get on the 5, unless he has the angle to draw it back, which I don't know if he does. If he doesn't have a good angle to draw it back, I look for him just to go rail first and softly to try to get on the 5.
I think the 15 is good.
He's going to draw it back here. This is a tough shot. He drew it in back of the 5.
I think the 15 goes.
No, he tried to get in front of the 5. The 15's no good. See, he's unhappy with himself. He had to reach, and when you draw a ball and you have to reach for it, you lose so much of the stroke of the shot. It's very difficult to try to commit yourself to do that because it's such a difficult thing to do. So Thorpe, walking to the table, was fortunate to get back to the table still in this game. He sees something here. I don't know. Let's see what happens here.
Good cue ball.
Yeah, excellent cue ball, no question. Well, it looks like we're going to be looking at an up-table game. At least that's the feeling I get from how the balls are positioned. Reyes is going to try to move a couple balls to his side here, or maybe not. He's just trying to create a little more congestion over there.
Which he did.
See, what he did there, Thorpe, that is, he tried to move that 10 with that safety because later on in the rack, he may want to put that cue ball up where that 13 is. And as long as that 10 is there, he can't do that. He tried to move it. He moved it some, but not enough to stop Reyes. Not enough for Reyes to put him up there. So that's why this game's going up table. Thorpe will come off the 10 here and try to follow down close to the 13 or the 12, whatever that ball is. The 13, I believe. And he could possibly two-rail it if he hits it perfect.
It looked like he hit it perfect.
Yeah.
But not hard.
I think Reyes has no choice but to bank the 5 up on his side of the table by the chalk. I don't think he can come off any other ball. And he's got to be careful coming off the 5, too, because he has to make sure that he cuts it enough to stay away from the pocket with the cue ball. He doesn't want to shoot this shot, but because he knows if he shoots this shot, Thorpe's going to come off the 5 when he gets back to the table. So this is not the type of a shot that's going to really be productive. He's trying to figure out how to make this a productive shot. I don't think there's a way to do that. And if he forces himself to do something differently, then he runs the risk of Thorpe putting him in more trouble. And let's see what he does here. Narrowly missing that 10. Had he struck that 10, he would have been in deep trouble. I think Thorpe should put him right back up there where he shot from because evidently he didn't like it. No, he shouldn't move this 5. No, he is. I don't think this is right. This is now Reyes' job became a lot easier. See, he took away a big ball when he moved the 5 there.
He left the bank on the 6.
Well, Reyes has the other pocket, so he can't do that. He's going to cut this
He
in.
can cut it, which he did.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like Thorpe moving that 5. He had Reyes pretty sewed up there. You know, if Reyes had that much of a problem the last time he was at the table figuring out what to do, why wouldn't you want to put him back there? You know, so you people out there who are watching this, anytime your opponent is
Efren
confused,
missed and sold out. That was one of his rare bad strokes. He jumped up a little. Shoot the 13, nudge the 4. You'll have the 9.
you want to? I
Oh,
think
he's
that's
got
perfect.
the 4.
Yeah, that's perfect. He wanted to get clearance so he could pocket the next ball. Not only did he get
got
clearance,
it.
not only did he get clearance, he opened up everything. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. This is a real big shot coming up here because depending on the angle that he leaves himself with will determine how many more balls he's going to get.
He's going to the 4, 1 rail. I mean the 14.
Yeah, but he's got to get it with the good angle.
He got it.
Yeah, to drop on the 5. The 5's the ball he wants to drop on.
He's going to. Anyway, the 5, the 2.
Yeah, he's got 5
And
balls.
3.
He's playing for 3. Yeah, he draws straight back for the 5. Okay, well, he's got to play for the 2 now because he's a little out of line with the 5. Now, here's where you really can't get overly aggressive. The 2 puts you on the hill. The 5 gives you a better chance of winning right here. So don't get too rambunctious or overly aggressive.
Don't make the 7. He got to the 5.
Good stroke. He's
Very
playing
good.
for 1 ball. The Reyes got a 2-1 advantage in the game count, and Thorpe's looking to tie up the match. I'm not quite sure he realizes this is game ball. Evidently he did. He would rather stroke that ball as opposed to rolling it because he felt obviously more comfortable shooting in the fashion that he did. You can't argue with that no matter who's at the table because we don't know their comfortability on what shots they feel more comfortable. That time he elevated and hit the center of the pocket. Match is all tied up, 2 games apiece. Reyes at the table, opening up the balls in game number 5.
Well, he put a ball close to the pocket. Thorpe can't give it to him. Might leave a bank on the 10.
Yeah, he's got some problems here. I mean, he's got some real serious problems here. Let's get a side view the way Thorpe looks at the table. Is that possible? That's a much better shot. Let's keep that shot. He may be able to shoot the 11 into the 13, position the cue ball on the 2. And that's a possibility because that way he'll use the stack to defend the position. If he can make the combination and then position the cue ball on the 2, I think that's his best chance of getting away with this. You know, he can't two-rail the 10 out of there and follow the cue ball into the 13 because he leaves the bank on the 11, so that's out. He can't cut the 11 into the 13 and control the cue ball. That's out. He has to move the 13, so he has to do it off the 11, but he has to control the cue ball. Putting it on the 2 would be probably the best way.
Oops.
Well, you know, he was in a really a tough spot, you know, and it looked like for a moment there he was going to get away with it until the very end.
Well, Efren has a chance to get some points here.
I'm sleeping.
Thorpe owes 1. $11 and 3 to the 10. It looks like a combination 14-15.
He may want to bump the 14 after pocketing the 11 here. Open up the pocket for the 15.
Not if the 15's to, oh,
Yeah,
look at that. He didn't make the ball. He jumped up. Let's see Thorpe scratch again.
you know, he made a pretty good shot. It was quite unfortunate that the cue ball found the pocket because he hit it well enough to get a much better reward than what he got.
Well, then he got fortunate. Efren missed.
Yeah, well, like I said, mentioned before, Danny, you know that Efren's getting up there in age. You know, those shots aren't automatic anymore.
No, you're right.
He should just position the cue ball back in the stack again, unless he can bank the 10 into the stack. Cue ball speed was decent. He may keep him off the shot, but you never can tell when you're playing a young guy like this because he just, you know, they like to shoot more often than not. But not this time.
Oh, he couldn't shoot the 12. That was the only shot he had. He did the right thing.
He wants the cue ball close to the end rail here. You know, he may have left a bank here.
Tough to control the cue ball.
If he can come back toward the stack with the cue ball with left-hand English, I think that he'll end up in good shape. Now, he opted not to go for the bank. Reyes is going to shoot the 10 into the 12 and freeze him in the stack here. At least that way he'll get rid of that 12. The only ball actually on that side of the table that Thorpe has. If he doesn't have any other shot, Reyes, that's probably what he'll do. But he has to make sure he doesn't leave him any shot. He didn't move the 12, that's the problem. But
he made the 10.
But he got a fortuitous little kiss off there that he obviously didn't play. But I'm not going to be mad at him.
I don't know if he can't hit the 4.
You got to take a look at that 2 ball that's aiming toward Thorpe's pocket, because if it's on, then Thorpe's going to kick at it. Let's take a look. If he's not even looking at it, I think this is a mistake here. No, he's going to go that way and break it up. Good.
Left the bank.
He may have left the bank.
He did, I think. He left the 7.
Yeah, he hit that shot a little tad bit too hard. And if he left the bank, he's going to have automatic position here. This shot carries position.
He didn't make it.
No, he didn't need that much English. Had he used less English, he would have made it. Now you got to be careful here, because you could leave a bank on the 4 if he wants to combinate this 2-7 bank for his pocket. He could leave him a bank on the 4. He would like to go for his pocket, or maybe he's going to do something with the 8 and put him behind the 7.
I don't know if he has the angle to do that, Billy.
Yeah, everything's when you're in close quarters and tight quarters like this, every little half inch matters a lot, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty risky.
Made it. He's got a cut on the pour, but he's going to have to get the bridge, I think.
Yeah, and it doesn't appear that there's no guaranteed shot if he makes the cut.
Only a bank.
You know, he's going to have to hit it with a little more speed, to speed that is going to be hard to dictate or determine where the cue ball is actually going to go.
He will have a bank. No, the 2 got in the way, maybe. I don't think he's got a bank on the 7 anymore.
He may end up following the 5 ball underneath the 2 here. That would be a nice little way to get out of the trap. And well, he's doing something else here. Let's see what he's doing. Banking the 2, tough shot. Wow. He gave up
the shot.
He gave up a ball here.
We left him the 5.
Yeah, that's going to be close because I believe he can spin it in. I don't know if he's a favorite to make this because of the severeness of the cut, you know, and the cue ball is going to be a little quick too. I think he's better off positioning it, dropping behind the 6. Wow, what a hit. Well, I'll tell you one thing, when you're that close like Danny said, you know, especially when you got those young guys.
He almost overcut it.
Yeah.
That's how thin he hit it. That's why I like Simonis cloth. You can hit balls thin and they will travel.
Yep.
Now you can get position.
No, he's over the top of the ball. He may end up shooting a 14 here. I don't know if that's
Not a bad idea.
I don't know if that's the correct shot because he's still going to be shooting over a ball. What's the score? It's 3-2 in balls favoring Reyes. He can tie it up with the 7, okay, and then go from there. Or he can opt to play a gamble with the 14, but he can only get like 2 more balls. I like what he's doing here. He could only have got maybe 2, maybe 3 the other way, but he had a cinch 1 in a move. So therefore the match is tied up in games and also in the ball count in this 5th game. So he should like his position. He has left Reyes a bank on the 1 here. This is the type of a shot that Reyes doesn't figure to hit really, really well. He may hit it fairly good, carrying a lot of distance.
No, he didn't.
No, he don't hit those shots well. You know, he hit it poorly, matter of fact.
He left the 6.
Yeah, if anything, you want to undercut that shot. Even though you run the risk of a kiss, you're still better off undercutting it so you don't sell out anything like he's done here. You know, and leave a guy with young guys this type of a shot in a good stroke.
He's going to
back it up.
Yeah. Good hit.
It's a little too hard. But he played a good 3-ball safety in the event that he missed the ball. But he didn't miss. Now he's confronted with a more of a difficult shot. I think you got to try to. Yeah, the 2-ball's not a bad shot because you're going to go back to the side rail.
Yeah, he's got an angle. He'll get to the 14 if he makes the 2. But
I think the 2 offers some obviously more potential. As far as the degree of difficulty between the 2 shots, I'm not sure which shot is tougher.
He's shooting the 2, it looks like.
Yeah. Now the 2 will give him more comfort in shooting because it's a natural safety, providing he doesn't sell out a cross corner bank. Oh, he's elevating. This is different now. He's changed everything. He changed everything with that stroke. He changed everything there. And now I don't even know if he can shoot the 14.
Yeah, he was shooting that with ducking on his mind. Because look where the cue ball went.
I like him playing the combination here. Yeah, I like this much better than the 14.
Well, I don't think he's going to shoot the 14. You're right with the combination.
He'll elevate here and try to get that cue ball to stay where it is now.
Needs 3.
Nice hit.
Real nice.
Yeah, hit the center of the pocket. Now he can afford to shoot the 14. You want to shoot this softly, and you want to favor the side to overcut it, but most importantly, softly. Well, he said, no, I don't want anything to do with that. All of a sudden, you're playing with experience. Yeah, you're playing with experience at 20 years old. You're not supposed to do that. This may not be right. See, he's trying to move balls here. This may not be right because you might give him a free shot.
He did.
Yeah. See, don't allow that 6-3 advantage fool you into trying to reposition balls too quickly. He'll hit this fairly well, but not good enough. It's probably not a good idea to go after this bank, despite the fact that you have more than the ability needed to make it. Maybe it's not a good time to do it. Not bad. Reyes says, "Oh, I might leave that 12 where it is." I don't think I would, because it's off that rail a good 4 inches. Enough off that rail for a young man to cut it in. You know that. I think you better move it. Yeah, you better move it.
Yeah, he will.
No. Well, he already took his second look, so he's probably not going to move it.
Well, if the score wasn't 6-3 against him, he probably would. Oh, he's going to shoot at this ball.
He made 2 rail to 3.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at anyway, but I think he can cut at the ball.
No, I don't think that's a real good shot. I think he should cut 2 rail to 3 here. No, but the problem with 2 rail, he can't go after this. He's going to just reposition it. I don't think he should do that either. I think he should shoot to 3. I'm not going to argue with what he did because, he's the best bank pool player in the world, or probably the second best, if not the best. And if he didn't like the 2 railer on the 3, I have to respect that. Shooting the 3 is going to be a tough thing to do here. If you cut it toward the balls, you may end up pocketing a ball. So you have to have a good cue ball, which he did.
He did.
Which he did.
Put it.
Now he put the 3 out of play, so therefore now he don't have to worry about defending against it any longer. But still, he trails in this game 6-3. So he needs to position balls in play.
He's free-railed it. Mm-hmm. A little long.
Yeah, it was a good shot. You might as well take the free 2 railer here, but you got to hit it with the right speed. You got to hit this shot with good speed. He's going to go the other way. He's going to go toward the balls with the cue ball.
Good hit. That's a real good hit.
It's going to come up short.
Good speed, though. That ball's a threat.
That's a good shot there. That's a nice little hit there. It's not easy to do these little things we're watching these players do. Despite the fact that it looks easy, it certainly isn't. When you have to reposition the object ball in the cue ball, what a great hit. What a great hit that was. Come on.
Real great.
Come on. Give me a break with that. And back to the grind again. Don't get that adrenaline flowing too much after a shot like that and try something stupid. Nope, back to the grind. Keep in mind, Reyes trails in this game 6-4, so he still has the mindset of putting balls in play like that. That seems to be the strategy he should employ with the score the way it is. But to do that, you're going to have to take a little bit of a gamble here and there. Let's see how well it worked out for him. Looked like a push there to me.
Yeah, I would have called a foul there in Canada for sure.
Or close to it. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that's what looked like happened. And I don't think it was a very good shot. He got away with it. But in the meantime, Reyes got a couple more balls in play. Well, if he's going to shoot the 11, he may try to cut it in. Oh, he's going to go bank it and go spin the cue ball. This is a tough shot here. This is a tough. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. Yeah, that was a hit there. I'm telling you, that was an excellent hit. Boy, he deserved to get that as well as he hit it. Now Reyes has got to dig deep in with a draw stroke here. He figures to get a double kiss, but I don't think it's going to hurt him.
It didn't. He didn't kick it like you said, but he played the kiss.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know if that was available. But that double kiss is a built-in safety along with it. Because when that ball kisses, it stops the progress of the cue ball.
Yeah,
Watch the cue ball. He wants to bank at this. It's not a shot that's easily executed.
He could run into the 3 also.
Yeah, could get a kiss too.
Well, he put a lot of English on that saved him.
Yeah, and it's not easy to shoot a shot that carries the distance that shot did using extreme English, because you're going to get not only deflection, you're going to get masse because of the speed that he had to hit that shot with. And he left Thorpe another one of the Thorpe's favorite shots. Nice cue ball control.
Maybe. Now it was.
Yeah.
He was heading towards the pocket when you said that, Billy, but you knew more than I did.
Well, that was difficult what he tried to do.
He tried, he did it.
It was very difficult to try to cut that ball away from the corner.
I think he's got a double bank on the 15.
That's the 11.
Oh, that's the 11, okay.
But I'm not going to fault you for that.
Colorblind.
You haven't called the 11 right in about 20 years.
You're right. Oh, he hit it good.
But you called the shot right for sure.
He hit it good. It's in the area.
There you go again, putting it on him. You said it was in? He had no chance of making it for that.
The area.
Yeah, I don't think he can afford to just roll it in and stay there. He'll bank that 3.
Double bank to 3 and billiard to 15 in.
Yeah,
But
it's the 11 again, Danny, okay?
Stayed the 11, Billy. It's not going to change.
Yeah, that's a shot, but you run the risk of scratching. I like going real first and just knocking it out of there. Not like that.
He sold out.
Not like that.
He played position for him. Thorpe needs 1. That's his game.
And he's going to put him on the hill, too, by the way. Big match for Reyes because he's one of the 4 players with only 1 loss. I really didn't like the way he played that shot, and neither did he. Game number 6, game number 5 goes to Thorpe, who now takes a 3-2 advantage in the match race to 4.
Well, Thorpe needs to win some money because girls like to eat.
What about him? Doesn't he like to eat?
It doesn't matter.
Oh. Okay, here we go. We're back in action again. Game number 6. A lot of pressure on Billy this game because if he goes on to lose this game, then on the Hill match game, Reyes will be breaking the balls. Nice break. Good break. Yeah.
It is.
Very good break, and that means that that 4 ball is very well protected by not only the stack, but also the balls underneath the stack. So therefore, if he can break the balls like that and protect that ball near his pocket, that means that Reyes has a big problem. He might have to take the intentional scratch. See, go up there with the cue ball, and just might have to take that intentional here.
Yeah, double them up all the way up.
I think that would be an option, or he could kick long rail toward the 4, something he really probably doesn't want to do. He doesn't have a bank on any of the balls down here. I think he's either going to have to take the intentional and go to the far upper corner and double them up, or kick it to 4.
Well, he's not going to like it. He left the bank.
No, he left the 8 ball if he can reach it. That's the problem with this shot. He can't reach it, and he's not left-handed. If he was left-handed, he might be able to reach it.
Yeah, he's got a cut on it. He's close. He's going to shoot it, Billy.
Watch the foul here.
He got position, too. I don't know. He can make the 4, but I don't know if he can hit it. But he has the 13. He made it. No, he didn't. I think he had a combination after that, 14-1.
The combination he had was the 9-6 had he got up table far enough. Can we get an angle from behind him? Okay, well, that's not necessary now. He's knocking balls away from his pocket. I've noticed that he's really not opposed to playing an up-table game with Reyes because of his ability to bank balls. Because he certainly removed the ball that was near his pocket that he didn't have to move. There goes other ways to remedy this, which he opted to go this way. So therefore, he's actually saying that I don't mind playing an up-table game.
Yeah, there's another reason. Besides that, he's a great banker. Efren can't make long shots very well.
Yeah, then that's another good point.
Yeah.
And if you get the balls further away from the foot end of the table, and position them more up table, then Reyes can't run the balls as efficiently as he can if they were down table. So that's another valid reason why Billy Thorpe opts to play up table. And there's another reason is because he doesn't maneuver the cue ball as well as Reyes with balls down table.
That's a scratch.
I don't think anyone that plays the game plays the down table positions better than Reyes. Now Thorpe has to be careful here. If he shoots off the 9, he may bump a ball and sell out a shot.
Oh, he's going to freeze him on that ball. No, he moved it.
That's why I said he had to be careful he doesn't bump a ball and sell out a shot.
He sold out of bank.
But this bank carries a penalty, Danny. The 2, the 7, and the 11, and the 12, also the 14, which he's going to shoot, all go into Thorpe's pocket. So Reyes is looking at that. He's trying to weigh it up to figure out, is it worth it to bank this ball? I trail 2 games to 3. I'm history if he wins this game. If he banks it, I just think he's going to go all the way up table with the cue ball and try to put it on the rail. Like this. Now, if he misses it, at least he'll leave him on the rail.
Yeah, well, he can roll the 11 in and get position.
It's possible. It looks like if he rolls the 11 in, funny things can happen here.
Yeah, he could scratch too, but that'll get him to the 14. I think you got to shoot it, Billy.
Well, if you shoot as straight as this guy does, maybe then it becomes more of a viable of an option. But it's not, the type of a shot that certainly I would like to be shooting. Of course, he shoots a lot straighter than me, but even over that, the positioning of the cue ball looks like it's tricky.
Going right towards the pocket, too.
See, he overcut it intentionally
Yeah.
to avoid scratching.
Well, he left the bank on the 14.
If he can control the cue ball and get it out of the way.
Oh, he could. And he can go to the 6. I'm making it sound easy.
Yeah, he's not real anxious.
No.
In case that's the angle he has, he's keeping it a secret.
He gave that up.
Now, you don't want to leave the bank on the... Well, that's a pretty good shot there. Pretty good shot there.
Yep. Few people liked it.
It looks like he has a bank. At least that's the way he's looking.
Yeah, he does. He does. This ball will go by there, and he made it.
Didn't have much room. Don't need much.
He don't have much of an angle to get position on another ball.
You don't need much room.
Not room, angle.
Well, I'm talking
See,
about
he's
when he...
not playing position. Because of that, he cinched the ball. He's got 4 now. Looking for his first win and his 1,000 so he could feed his girlfriend.
And he can eat too. Guys got to eat too, Danny.
No, they don't. Not if they're pool players.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Pool player has to be part camel. Oh, that's a terrible hit.
Why? Look what he did with the cue ball.
Oh, he did good with the cue ball, but...
That's what the shot was about. And whenever the chips fall, will fall they may, because if they would have fallen better for him, that particular result with the cue ball would have been really outstanding.
I think he's got a 2-railer on the 2 and play position for the 3.
And that's possible.
But he doesn't think so. Maybe he doesn't know that shot yet.
Is he shooting the 6 here?
Overcutting the
He's
6.
going to sell out.
He did sell out.
He's going to sell out. He's going to lose this match.
It's probably tuta panuta for Reyes.
Thorpe has 4 balls. Now I can see 4 for sure. This is it. This is your chance to defeat the great Efren Reyes. You have a golden opportunity. Let's get it on. He stayed high on the 7, which was good. Now he has options to play for the 1 or the 3. I think he should play for the 3. That'll give him more ability to pocket the ball.
Right, he can cinch the ball better. He'll get position. He needs 2.
You don't want to get on the rail. Now he's lost the angle to play shape for the 1.
Well, could he roll it and bank the 6?
That's probably what he's going to have to do. Roll it and cross bank the 6. Because the cue ball is going to come up next to the right of the 1, about 6 inches from it, and he's going to cross bank the 6 and probably go into the 15 with the cue ball. But the angle that he's going to leave himself with is going to be a good angle, because that cross bank is such a dependable shot from that type of an angle.
Yep, he got it.
He may have gone a little bit too far.
No, he's got a good shot. He's going to make it.
Now, he could get a kiss here.
No kiss. No kiss, Billy.
And he may have to go with inside English.
Not much. Just hit the ball good. There's no kiss.
Well, he needs 1 ball. I think he must feel pretty good about it.
Well, Efren's going to have to make some balls before he follows the 6 in, which I don't know how he'll do.
If the 5 is over the line, he's got some serious problems.
Oh, it is.
And that's not the angle to get on the 5. I don't even think he can. It's possible to get on the 5 from there. I don't think it's possible to fall on the 5 from where he ended up. He's going to go inside English around the table, 3 cushions.
Well,
look at this. Look at this.
He didn't get it.
He fell on the 2. He fell on the 2. Are you
then
kidding
he
me?
could fall on the 5.
Yeah. But he can't bump the 9 here. He's got to draw back, make the 5, and follow it behind the 6.
He's trying hard. He really is. He hasn't given up, but that's a champion.
This is it. This is the shot you played for. All
He
the
got
shots
there.
that came before this shot are meaningless unless you pocket this one. Oh, he did it. He did it. What a great recovery.
He's not dead yet.
What a great, this is one that you can play back 1,000 times. What a great recovery. Let's give him a hand.
That's great. And the knowledgeable people that know what he did. Well, Thorpe got a kick out of that too.
He may play the top ball. You know, it's really ill-advised to do that.
I don't think so. Let me tell you something. That shot doesn't work real good with the measle ball. It really doesn't. He's playing what you're supposed to do.
I'm not going to argue that point. Not needing 1 to raise his 5. There's no reason to play for the top ball. Oh, I got the speed that he hit that shot with. Of course, he could have gotten to the bottom rail, but to do that, you run the risk of scratching. Considering the score the way it is, needing one ball to Reyes' 5, no reason to take that little gamble because sometimes you don't get to that bottom rail and you find the pocket, so play it conservatively. The 15's positioned really nicely for you. Reyes can't bank the 2, so you haven't really lost anything. Reyes is going to try to get behind the 9 here with the cue ball.
Let's see that shot he made.
Well, this is the shot that Reyes needed to execute well to give himself any kind of, he almost made the 6, to give himself any kind of a chance to recover from the position Thorpe left him in. Good cue ball.
Yeah, I think Efren has to leave him some kind of shot at the game ball. Match ball.
Well, I think Efren's looking to bank the 2, but if he don't, he's going to cut the 10 toward the 12, 13. But I think he's looking to bank the 2. Nope, he didn't bank the 2.
He didn't sell out either.
No, he didn't. No, you can't argue with that type of a hit.
Very good hit.
Yeah, looks like he's just going to have to cut the 2 to the right. Move the 2. He could kick bank this 12 ball here.
Yes, he could.
That's an option. He could kick it and bank it in.
He's doing it.
Nope, he didn't do it.
But again, maybe he doesn't have that in his repertoire yet.
Now Reyes can get a little offensive here because of the position of the 9 and 13 being tied up.
Yeah, he can bank the 15, but he's not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Slow down, he said. It was going in the hole. Well, Billy's going to be banking at this. The 12 ball.
A little bit of a gamble here because he's going to leave some sort of a return shot here. Maybe on the 9. Oh, he let up on his stroke. He let up on his stroke. As soon as he hit the ball, he let up on his stroke. See, when you shoot a shot like that that's borderline whether you should shoot it or not, sometimes you're preoccupied with the thought of maybe not shooting it. And then if that happens, then you let up on your stroke because you're not really undecided what to do. So therefore, if you're going to shoot a shot like that, you must commit yourself to the shot prior to shooting it.
You got to follow through a little bit stronger. That's what Van Boning's good at. He don't have to shoot hard, and he gets that ball to draw. Good speed here.
See, now it's going to come down to whoever wins this match, best 2 out of 3 balls here. And it's so important to understand the reasoning behind shooting shots like the shot that Thorpe shot. If you're going to commit yourself to shoot a borderline shot, you must commit yourself to the shot. I want you to make the decision to shoot it. He let them bank on the 15, but it's not really totally free because the cue ball is going to end up on that top rail around that first diamond, where that 10 ball now becomes cuttable. He's opting to bank the 10 here, just to make sure he doesn't contact the 15 with it. Now he's going for to the safety. Well, I'll tell you what, that tricky position earned him the better of the ball position now. Reyes, that is. Tricky shot here if he wants to bank this.
Yeah, he seems reluctant to want to take a bank like that.
I think he left Reyes a bank on the 15 here.
He did.
And this is a game-winning bank if he puts it down. But then he'll have the same type of a bank on the 10.
Too soft. Too soft. It would have reached, yeah. Good shot. Well, Reyes is going to get a bank at the 10, I believe.
That double kiss aided him. Now Reyes can't bank the 10. I don't think Reyes can bank the 10 now, because he's going to give up a shot on the 15. I don't think he's going to bank it. He should get up off of it. Let's see what he does.
He's going to make the 10.
Wow. He stayed in front of the 15 and made the bank. He had to do that with inside English. That wasn't easy to do. It wasn't easy to execute, and it certainly wasn't easy to commit yourself to the shot. But a faint heart never won a fair lady, so therefore you have to have courage at some point to beat top players. Watch out.
You got a double bank
I don't think so.
with speed.
No, he's got to cut it too much. I think he's better off just sending it back up table. But he could double bank it. Let's see what he does. Now he's sending it up table. He had to cut it too much. And this isn't an easy spot to negotiate from either, by the way. You know? I mean, he's going to softly roll to his left. Because to try to bank this ball to your pocket is really difficult. This is a shot that really plays difficult. And look at the cue ball. See, that's the problem. You see the cue ball? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought for certain he was going to go into the pocket.
Perfect control, Billy.
That's the problem with that shot. Not only we have a problem with the accuracy of the object ball, but you have a problem with controlling the cue ball. So it was twofold, that problem. He got away from both problems and put Reyes in trouble.
Is he corner hooked?
Is he corner hooked? Let's take a look at the cue ball. Let's get a close up. Okay, that's not to the left corner. I don't think he's corner hooked.
It's close, Billy.
Okay, now, He's not corner hook. That's a much better angle. Now he's got to be concerned on two things here. First, he has to control the cue ball to the foot rail, and that's not easy. And if he can do that, he may leave a three-railer on the 2. And if he leaves a three-railer on the 2, it looks like Billy Thorpe's going to be shooting for the game with the three-railer.
Well, he's going to leave something. He left the bank.
Yeah, he left the bank on the. That was. He didn't want to thin the 2 and get little movement from the 2. He opted to play it differently. I really can't find fault in what he did because I saw the value in the shot that he opted to shoot. No, but don't hit the point. Oh.
He left the bank.
Yeah, he left the bank on the 15 here. But getting that cue ball up there is going to be difficult. Now, the bank on the 2 sends the cue ball toward the side. The bank on the 15 creates problems with the movement of the cue ball.
He's banking the 2.
He has to be concerned with the scratch here. He overcut it to stay away from the side. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the accuracy of the shot to miss the scratch, and when you do that, you most likely won't make the ball, but you still get out of that position. Well, it looks like he's got a good bank on the 15 here.
Yeah, he'll hit this real good.
Okay, the problem with this bank here is that if you miss it, you may leave a return bank, and now both balls are somewhat in play here.
I think he's going to make this one, Billy.
So he has to hit this with speed.
So he hit it with speed.
He had to hit it with speed
off.
and turn it. He had to turn it because that's the only way he could hit it with speed. When you hit the fullness of the ball, you hit it with more speed. You get more speed out of it. But if he hit the fullness of the ball, you have to turn it. He didn't turn it.
We got to sweat a three-railer.
No, it was right back. He's not three-railing this. He did three-rail it. Okay, Reyes would like to kick behind this ball, and I think the cue ball is off that bottom cushion far enough for him to bridge comfortably and get enough English to get behind this ball. I think Reyes took a break, but we're going to be back when he gets back. This is a big shot coming up. Okay, we're back in action. Reyes is stepping to the table with a very, very crucial shot coming up. Okay. He wants to kick behind this ball and use a lot of left-hand spin. He's going to get a little deflection and also masse. Nicely struck. Now, had that cue ball been a little further to his left, that shot wouldn't have played nearly as easy as it did. But fortunately for him, the cue ball was positioned fairly well, so he could execute that shot nicely, which he did. Now, Billy Thorpe needs both balls. Reyes needs one. Reyes would like to move this ball away from that corner, like he did. Now we have a ball on both corners. The 2-ball definitely favors Reyes, but Billy can't afford to move it now. Reyes does not want to pocket a ball here because he only needs one. I wouldn't move this ball. Now, you don't want to pocket that ball. If you're Reyes, that is. And if you're Thorpe, you don't want to pocket a ball either.
Unless you could pocket both of them.
Right. See, once again, that 2-ball definitely favors Reyes. No, excuse me, it favors Thorpe, actually.
Oh, what a hit.
It's coming out.
Yeah. I told you that the other day, remember? The ball rolls out that way.
Thorpe saying to himself, I can't believe that ball came out like that. He said, I'm really lucky. Actually, the 2-ball favors Reyes, because if it comes down to someone pocketing that 2, it's easier to pocket the 2 if you have the diagonal pocket, like I mentioned before. And he may have left him a bank here.
Yeah, I think he did.
It's a difficult bank because it looks like it's a kiss. You know, it might, if he uses extreme outside English, he may be able to get away from the kiss, but he could scratch too. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he wanted to make them. He would have left the bank, but he wanted to make them both.
You know, he may have a 2-railer here. It might be a kiss, but very difficult shot to shoot, but it's possible. You know, I don't know if he's just going to roll on it or try to 2-rail it. Well, that was difficult to do. Wow, beautifully executed. That's really nice. And once again, a lot of distance here. That's nice. I think Reyes can take a pop at this cross corner. I don't know. It's pretty marginal. He's pretty deep in that corner to hit this with accuracy. Maybe not. Something for him to think about at least.
He double banked it, but he didn't make it.
Okay,
Didn't lose his head.
now Thorpe can make the 2-ball rail first and go to the other side of the table.
That's what he's doing. Oh, he tried to corner hook him.
Wow, that was gutsy there.
But it's really not bad, even if you didn't corner hook him. Let him have this long shot.
He's going to go to the center of the table.
Yeah, and both need 2 again.
I think he went over. He's actually short. I think he should have went over a little bit further than that. Now I think he can put him. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's good. Ooh, that opens up the pocket, I think, for the bank. That little kiss. If he had not, that collision not taken place, the 15 ball would have been further down on that rail, and the pocket wouldn't have been available, but I think the pocket's available now. He hit it too short because he didn't want to go into the spotted balls. Now Billy Thorpe's going to bank the 9 ball for the win here. Not exactly, but he's going to, if he makes the bank, he's going to have, oh, he's kicking. He's not even looking at the bank. I'm surprised about
You're
that.
right.
He should be looking at this
He's
bank.
close enough to hit the bank good.
Oh, man. I don't know about this.
He'll sell out.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, Reyes is going to bank something here.
He's got the 9 himself.
Now, Reyes has a shot similar to the shot Thorpe had. So if he can spin this in and go 2 cushions for position, he's got the win. As he's got the win then. Yeah, he's going to have the win if he can put this down. The way he's probably going to shoot this, he's probably not going to draw it. He's probably going to go back up table with the cue ball to where that chalk is, or around that rail.
Oh yeah, you can't roll it in. You got to shoot it with speed. You can't roll it. You got to shoot it with a little zip.
If he draws it, he's going to lose a little accuracy. Wow. Well, I tell you, I thought Thorpe should have banked that 9.
He should have, but
He had basically the same shot Reyes had.
he was not aware of it.
And being a world's best banker, I thought for sure he saw that shot.
He didn't see it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good match. Hill, Reyes ended up winning that match. I think Thorpe didn't commit himself to that
He
one
didn't
bank.
win the match.
I thought it was 3-3.
No, he needed 2 balls.
Oh my, the match is still going on?
Yeah, it's tie.
Wow.
This is the Hill game.
I thought that was the Hill game. I think he can cross the 6 into the stack and play the cue ball into the 13 here.
Needs a lot of juice to do that. Made it.
He's got a shot. I don't believe he played that shot. Wow, because he really couldn't figure to come up with a shot off of that shot.
Watch the foul, everybody. Oh, and he's got a bank now.
And that, I don't know about that 7. I don't think it's aiming for the pocket, the 7.
It's close, Billy. Oh, that's a bad shot. You're a banker. You got to make that kind.
I think Reyes is going to bank this 13. And I also think he's going to billiard the 10 out of there, move it, and open up the pocket for the 13.
Yeah, if the cue ball wasn't on the cushion, he probably could. Still might be able to.
He's got to bank this 13 here. He doesn't like it. Look what he's doing. He don't like the bank. Oh, man.
Pretty good shot. If he froze him, it would have been real good.
I like banking the 5 here, sending the cue ball 2 cushions toward the side pocket. That'll get him away from this position. Let's take a look at the overhead here. Can I get an overhead? Do I got one? I like banking this ball here, sending the cue ball 1 cushion, 2 cushions, and over here. That's a nicely executed shot there. Looks like he's coming off the 7 with inside English, but being so close to the rail, I don't know how much spin he can get on the cue ball.
He's not going to get enough. he can do it with the 13, but he was satisfied to do that.
He's looking to bank the 1 into and overcut it and draw the cue ball in between the 11 and the 9. If he banks the 1 and banks it toward the 4, not the pocket, toward the 4, he can draw the cue ball in between the 11 and the 9, and it may end up in the stack. Well, he's taking it intentional?
Yep. That's what he's doing. What's the 2 look like?
No, it's high.
Is it?
Yeah. He might be kicking at the third 12 ball here. I don't know.
Oh, he might leave a bank too.
It's a risky shot, but he was in a pretty tough spot. Now Reyes got to be real careful with the cue ball here. Maybe he's better off just drawing it into the 9 or 8. No, he's not drawing it. He's going to go up on the side rail if he can get it there. So.
Pretty good hit.
If he can get underneath this, he can kick it toward the 10. Stick his ball.
Or he could kick it at the 10.
Looks like he's looking to bank the 5. I don't like that. Well, he wants to elevate and bank it and drag the cue ball up table.
Yeah,
This
double
is
him up on the
this is
110.
difficult here.
Not for him.
Yeah, that 110 combination is not a hard shot considering the position of the 10 about an eighth of an inch off the cushion. So
You're
there's
right,
a
he
big
left
ball.
that, but he felt confident making the bank.
Yeah, well, that's bad speed there. That's bad speed.
Yeah, he left the bank.
It's bad speed. You got to be cognizant and aware of the speed that you hit balls with that you can't make or you can't win the game off of. But you can lose the game off of. So therefore, that's a big reason why you should be very, very aware of the speed that you hit balls with.
He's going to run out.
No, he really
didn't
played.
make
No, he. That was so un-Efren-like to hit that ball like that. Come on, you have to commit yourself to that shot because the upside is so much higher than the downside is low. You know, you had a winning shot there. You hit it like I don't know, but
Like a drunk.
you hit it poorly. You know, for a guy that plays as great as he plays and who's well aware of the situation, you should have hit that ball much better than that. Yeah. I don't know about that. Okay, Reyes doesn't want to give him the ability to kick behind the 10 and the 13. So he's going to have to figure out something here to not leave him in a position to kick behind the 10 and the 13. Oh, he's going to bank the 15 into the 10-13. This is a good shot. This is really a trap shot here. He spun it, and he's going to get some decent action here if he hits it. He wants to move balls here. I think he can afford to bank the 8 here. I think he's on the right side of the stack. I think he can afford to bank the 8 because he's not going to leave any return banks.
No, it's no sellout.
Because the 10 blocks all return banks. And if he happens to turn the 8 in, he's going to win the match. I think he should bank the 8 here. I definitely think he should bank the 8. I would definitely bank the 8 here. That's the shot. I think he should definitely, but he's not going to do it. Yeah, he's going to do it. This is because I think the 9 goes out of play. He hits the 13. He's going to win the game if he makes this.
He made it. He made it. Does he have the 13?
See, the shot was free. Notice the position of the balls now. The shot was relatively free, but the upside was so high with that shot. He's going to win the match. Unless the 14 came and didn't leave him a shot.
No, he's got the 10 combination.
Got the combination.
He'll shoot it. It's an easy shot.
Like I mentioned before, let's get a close-up of the 10, okay, in relation to the rail.
Just a hair off the rail.
So the 10 being only a hair off the rail, an eighth of an inch or less, puts it in a pretty big ball position, meaning that you can hit different parts of the rail before the 10 and still pocket the 10.
He'll make this.
If the 10 was frozen, you couldn't, but since it's in the position that it's in, now the shot becomes much more simple. Oh, he didn't hit it with good speed. I don't think he has a shot.
He's got the 15.
I don't know if he does. Let's take a look up close. Yeah, he looks like he does.
He's got the 15.
Yeah, he's got the 15. And not by much, though. Not by much.
You don't need it by much. He can go to the 14 now.
No, I don't think he's going to do that. Just cinch this.
Well, he can go to the 11 now.
No, he's going to go 3 rails around here. 3 rails is the right shot here.
Watch out. Oh, he got perfect. Yeah, he's looking up in the air.
He's playing for 4 balls.
Well, I see 3 of them. If he plays it very well, he can get them all.
He needs 3. You can't get 3 drawing it, but you can get 3 if you follow it, but you can lose if you follow it. Let's see what he does.
He's going to go 3 rails.
That's good speed.
Perfect. Perfect. People like it.
You're playing for 2. Do you cinch the 2 and bank the 11?
No, I think he's got an angle to go to the 11.
Or do you draw back for the 1?
I think, well, he drew back for the 1, but he didn't quite get there.
Do you shoot the 1 or you bank the 11?
I think you shoot the 1 because you know you're going to at least hang it up. You need 1 ball.
And you play the cue ball in between the 8 and the 11-9?
I don't worry about any. I shoot the 1 and that's it. He missed it. Yeah, you don't think of anything there but making the one.
Well,
It's your game.
he thought about playing the cue ball. Look, he left him a long straight-in shot. Oh, he owed one, Danny.
He did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was already calculated as I was looking at the monitor.
I don't think he'll make this. I was wrong. What a shot. Boy, this is great playing. He needs them all. He's shooting the three-railer?
No,
He's knocking the ball on his side. No, he's knocking it in.
I don't understand why he didn't move to one.
He left the bank.
But he should have moved to one.
You should have, yeah.
You know, those balls are on the other side of the table. The nine's on your side of the table. And Reyes only needs one ball, so why would you shoot that ball? Now all the balls are on Reyes' side of the table. Just gonna lay behind the one here. He may have left him a three-reeler on the one here.
He did. He did. And it looks free, too.
He's gonna try to miss this kiss because he's gonna come close to the kiss coming off that third rail.
Not shooting it.
Because if he shoots it, he's got to draw the cue ball. He's got to draw the cue ball with left-hand English. Be shooting it.
Now he's doing it.
Okay, he's got to draw the cue ball. He's afraid of that kiss. He's not shooting it.
Left the bank.
Why did he play it like that?
I don't know, Billy.
I don't understand that. I don't understand why he positioned the one ball that far across table. And the cue ball where it is, he must have forgot what pocket he had. You know, he may have forgot what pocket he had.
Could be.
That's strange why he did that.
You gonna cut at the one?
I think he should bank the 7 back up table.
Yeah, knock it away.
Yeah, put that cue ball on the side rail by that side pocket.
Yeah, not time to shoot.
No,
Knock
it's
the
not.
7 away. Well, he's getting tired. He said, I had enough of this. I'm going to shoot the game ball. Not really. I'm going to shoot the game ball, but not right away.
What's he do? Double banking
Yeah,
it?
he's double banking. Better control. No, he cut it in. He won it.
Wow.
That's it.
Maybe he was afraid of the cross corner scratch. That's why he elevated. Wow. He's won that match. Wow, that was hard to believe he won that match, but he won it. Good playing, all I can say. Okay, we're going to be back at 7 o'clock with Francisco Bustamante and Josh Roberts.